Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do some very plain speaking to folks who are constantly groaning and shrieking about aches and pains they seem to endure, and vague, puzzling ailments their doctors can't cure. They're generally folks married 10 years or more, who suffer from ills they never had before. They don't feel just right, eat or sleep as they should. Still, they keep going to doctors who do them no good. They're grouchy and cranky, their nerves are all jerky. Now look, we're all over 20, so let's talk plain turkey. You've got to be loved to be healthy. That's the easiest way to keep well. You can't get rid of your ills with those powders and pills. You need love and affection for that schoolgirl complexion. There's nothing like romance and kisses to build you up when you're run down. If you've got backaches, side aches, front aches, fevers, chills, you don't need any doctors. No, sir, you need one of those thrills. You've got to be loved to be healthy. And I'm the healthiest gal in town. There are physicians, surgeons, dentists, chiropractors, and masseurs. All have their favorite remedies, their theories and cures. You pay, and every day you keep on getting paler. The truth is you don't need a doctor. Gal, you just need a sailor. They'll say get out of doors. You must have sunshine, they'll warn you. Why, the moon has done more for me than all the sun in California. They'll tell you to exercise out on a tennis court. I say do your exercising in that well-known indoor sport. You've got to be loved to be healthy. That's the easiest way to keep well. If you can't sleep at night and your stomach's not right, you'll soon be hale and hearty if you meet the right party. A good man's kiss is worth 20 doctors or specialists of great renown. For years, a doctor tried to cure a sick friend of mine. One day the doc was out, the nurse was in. Now my friend's fine. You've got to be loved to be healthy, and I'm the healthiest gal in town. I believe it was Shakespeare in one of his plays who said that a man in the course of his days, passing through various stages, lives what he calls 7 ages. Well, the most interesting age in my study of men is the one where they reach adolescence again. When they feel that they're slipping, the fling has been flung, and the old zip ain't zipping, and they want something young. Then, the older they get, the younger they want. They never get too old to fall in love. And as soon as they find silver threads in the gold, they start walking behind every 16-year-old. They try to be chics and gay caballero, although they know they won't get very far. An old guy meets a bobby soxy, fixes up a date, and when he gets there, finds out he's 20 years too late. The older they get, the younger they want them, and the bigger chumps and suckers they are. You see, there's no way you can stop them when they reach that certain age. They see a sweater and go nuts just like squirrels in a cage. They dance it and romance it, but men, for goodness sakes, you cannot get what can be had if you ain't got what it takes. You see young jitterbugs around with old bald-headed men who've passed 70, who will never score again. They dine 'em and they wine 'em, buy them things that they've desired. Then all they do is try and try, and all they get is tired. A nice young college boy was telling me the other day that his 80-year-old uncle stole his little baby doll away. The old boy bought her furs and diamonds, and then he popped the question. then ate so many oysters that he died of indigestion. Yes, the older they get, the younger they want. They never get too old to fall in love. Every now and then, I meet friends of mine who rave in ecstasy. Over movie stars, they stand in line and break their necks to see. He's tall and dark and handsome, is the chorus they all sing. All right, so what about it? To me, it doesn't mean a thing. Who wants them tall, dark, and handsome? Who cares about glamorous guys? They might intrigue a jitterbug who wears a sloppy sweater. Show me a guy with a ready-made tie, I guarantee I'll do better. Who wants to sit up nights and worry where a good-looking husband may be? I'll take a lug, a mug, one that I can trust out of my sight. At least I'll always know just where the body is at night. Who wants them tall, dark, and handsome? When they look too good, they're no darn good to me. Girls, don't let good looks fool you. Don't judge books just by their cover. Take my word, some of these glamour guys are not so hot as lovers. I've had killadillas, polished, perfumed, and anointed. I thought they'd be thrillers, but have I been disappointed? I've had my romance with a famous motion picture hero. Believe me, off the screen his social rating was 0. I've had my caballeros in sombreros shiny black. And girls, how I wished I had my $20 back. Just make mine stocky, blocky, and socky. And with plenty of vitamin B, you can have your wolves who prowl and howl at every pretty face. Give me a Mr. 5x5 who is just plain fat to chase. Who wants them tall, dark, and handsome? When they look too good, they're no darn good to me. There's a charming young lady among us tonight who this week is becoming a bride. I wish her success and real happiness with the lucky young man by her side. I hope she won't mind and won't take offense if I give her a bit of advice. After all, I've had some experience with the matrimonial dice. 3 craps in a row. I understand she's a very intelligent girl, enjoys a good play, a good book, enjoys a good concert, plays tennis and golf, and is also a marvelous cook. As a housekeeper, I'm told she rates AAA. Well, my dear, let me give you my thoughts, if I may. When you change from Miss to Mrs., you'll remember, if you're smart, that you can't cook hugs and kisses, and you can't sew a button on a heart. You may make the most delicious cherry pie and apple tart, but you can't serve love in dishes, and you can't sew a button on a heart. Cleopatra and Madame du Barry never held a man with a pot and a pan. My advice to you is, when you marry, forget the dish upon the shelf. Be a tasty dish yourself. Just concentrate upon your lover, and you'll find that's an art. 'Cause you can't get thrills from another, and you can't sew a button on a heart. Now look, there are girls who can't boil water, wearing sables and Kalinsky. Not because they feed their men vitamins. They feed them vitamin skin. And when you see a girl with a lot of bracelets or a coat of mink, you can bet your sweet life she didn't get them standing by a kitchen sink. You can take care of his laundry, feed your husband like a glutton. But I know of no gal who ever got an orchid for a leg of mutton. If your figure is slim, your hairdo trim, he won't mind what's on the table. He'll come home like a flash, eat yesterday's hash, if you look like Betty Grable. And you'll find him carry more for a herring than a plate of caviar, as long as it's served by a wife well curved who can kiss like Hedy Lamarr. Your roast beef may be wonderful, but I'm telling you right now, there isn't any oomph in beef that comes off of a cow. And you'll find when you're a missus pushing on a baby cart that you can't cook hugs and kisses, and you can't sew a button on a heart. Every day I hear someone say, I must make a change, I've got to get away. I think I'll go where the life is gay, to Havana. Señoritas with flashing eyes, tropic nights, starry sky, all the things hotel keepers advertise in Havana. Now, I don't say that Havana isn't grand, but you've got it all right here in your own native land. So why go to Havana? You can listen to the music of guitar. You can get Havana women and cigars. You can fill upon Cuba Libras at the bars over here. Why go to Havana? If you want a senorita to caress, if you want to hear CC instead of yes, any taxi driver knows the right address over here. Why board a ship and sail the ocean just to roll your hip in a Spanish motion? Why go to Havana? We've got rumba bands on 52nd Street, Bronx machachas with huaraches on their feet, and they know how to turn on the tropic heat over here. All at once, Manhattan gringos have begun to talk in Latin lingo. Every Broadway baby rolls her torso like they flip with the hip in Havana, only more so. Ay, 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 is now the North American cry. You don't have to go to Rancho if you want to get hot pancho. Lady, you can bet your bottom dollar there are red-hot poppers here who'll make you holler. Ay, 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 ay. So why go to Havana if you want a hot tamale for romance and you like the Cuban rhythm in your dance? You can always get the ants out of your pants over here. I just left a friend of mine, a woman of 40, in tears. My husband said she is cheating on me. And to think, after all these years. So I said to her, now look dear, don't be such a fool, you fool. It happens to every wife. The hottest love is bound to cool. It's one of the most important facts of life that no one woman can satisfy any one man all the time. No matter what you do to win him, a man is bound to chisel 'cause it's born right in him. No one woman can keep her eye on a good man in his prime. The best of men will do some sneaking. This is the voice of experience speaking. No one woman can satisfy any one man all the time. Now, when your hubby starts to mess around, there's no use of your raving. When gorgeous movie stars can't keep their men from misbehaving, why, I know men with wives who are the loveliest of creatures, but single programs ain't enough. They all want double features. You may be beautiful, a Venus, you may be a copy, but that won't stop your man from chasing after some old jalopy. 'Cause men are only grown-up boys, and boys like playing hooky. And you know how a kid enjoys a piece of stolen cookie. But when your man leaves you alone and don't come home for dinner, don't sit and mope, you dope. Go get yourself a filler-inner. 'Cause no one woman can keep her eye on a good man in his prime. Love is like an auto. It runs perfect when it starts. But after a while, the best of them have got to have new parts. And no one woman can satisfy any one man all the time, and vice versa. No one man can satisfy any one gal